Matilda.
Good evening and welcome to Monday Night Futsal live from Supa-Liga. Postponed game being played here tonight between Inter Perth and Perth United.
Has he already taken the photo of Perth United?
Two clubs in very different spots on the ladder. Inter Perth sitting, I believe, second, while Perth United came out strong in this season, had a good start, but have fallen away, especially in 2026, with two convincing wins at the hands of the West Coast Cobras and the Coburn Wolves in the last 5 days. So tonight they'll be coming out hard to bounce back, and that shot by Amar Jahel goes high.
Shut up, Rob.
Last time Inter played on a Monday night, they pulled off one of the great escapes. That was against the Arkham Eagles, and Perth United. They'll look to challenge Inter and put up a stronger performance than they have over the last few nights. Here is Houston. We'll go through the team sheets very shortly, but once they come in, Azimi, can you get it through to Houston? He can't. Here's a chance on the counter for United. DePauli all the way back. And now they try and move it through. That one goes back. I think Santa Banes was the target. Ends up in goals. Santa Banes goes long. And that will be cleaned up easily in goals. Houston. Almost a turnover there. Well done though by Jan Chok getting a boot in. Houston, good to see him back after having a week off, receiving a red card in the surprise loss against Furia 2 weeks ago. Here's Houston. Hamadi back to Houston and now wide to Azimi. Azimi under a bit of pressure from Santa Banes, tries to get it through to Houston. Turnover. Santa Banes, shot. Back to Santa Banes and they'll reset. They've got Kennedy, and they'll go long to DePauli. And now Kennedy receives. That ball deflected off of Houston. Hamadi gets a boot in. Cops a knock to the head and that goes out into touch and play will be stopped for a moment. So this will be taken by Ches Houston or Amar Jahel. Houston leaves it for Jahel and similar to his first shot, that ball goes high. Kennedy. Hamadi putting pressure on. Great pressure there by Hamadi. Now DePauli thinks about going long. Now cuts it outside to Kennedy. Now inside, Santa Banes. Dangerous ball, and Kennedy can take off down the line, does well. Houston threatened to clear it, ended up going to Hamadi. In fact, Azimi, and that will last go out off of Shock. Hamadi, nice little feint. Good ball through, finding Houston. Santa Banes. DePauli gives it to Chok. He goes back to DePauli. DePauli, good ball through to Kennedy. Chok, Kennedy again. Now DePauli has all sorts of space. Gets it through to Santa Banes. Kennedy. DePauli through to Kennedy for the early lead. And United get an immediate goal. Inter are down. And that is the start that United were after. Great finish. And you'll see that on the replay. Nice little toe poke off the outside. Great ball through and found the bottom right corner. And that is the finish they were after. And I'll just run you through the team lineups as they've now come in tonight for Inter Perth. It's Nashana Lagoda, number 10. Ches Houston, 5. Lukman Saeed, number 7. Nathan Gobius, number 2. And that header goes cleared by Kennedy there. And Michael DeFilippis, 18. Amrali Azimi, 3. Chandra Nagendran also back from his suspension, and that one almost finding the back of the net, but goes wide. Yanas Hamadi, 58, and Gabe Reynolds, number 4. And that will bring us to Perth United's lineup for the evening. Brian Santa Banes, 6. Mohammed Choksi, 7. Jan Chok, number 10. Alexander Kredowitz back for United, which is good to see. In number 11, Sebastian Valencia, 28. Brody Kennedy, 25. Lucas DePauli, 33. Philip Alamov, 12. And Spencer Bickmore-Smith in goals, number 27. And tonight I'm joined here by Daniel. What are your thoughts on the game ahead tonight?
Inter need this win to stay in the fight for minor premiers, but they've not got off to a good start here. Although they do have a corner here to potentially turn it around.
Exactly. I believe they're about 2 points behind, or they're at least in touching difference of Cumbrae. So not a whole way away, and a win tonight will definitely put more pressure on Cumbrae for that premiership. Needs to be brought back inside here by Santa Banez, who goes long and straight over the head of Lukman Saeed, and that'll be brought back into play. On comes Nagendran. Missed last week. When I say last week, I mean Saturday. So 2 games in quick succession for Inter. But despite missing a number of players, they managed to get the comeback victory after going down early. Houston, Saeed, Houston, Alagoda. Nice little feint now out wide to Saeed. A lot of experience in this lineup currently on the court for Inter. Nagendran almost turns it over. That's nice defence by United. All the way back to goals. That stays in just. Saeed's got space. Goes to Nagendran. And Inter look to build again. Nishan Alagoda.
Man on the floor here, and ref finally stops play. Play will restart here with a drop ball for Houston. Alagoda, second game back after a trip to China. Perth United with a good press here, and it'll be their ball. To Powley, can't make something happen.
Looks like Kredowitz is now on for Perth United, and here he is. He's been out for a few weeks. I haven't seen him for a while, and he will provide a bit of speed. As I say that, he loses the ball, and good to see United bounce or come out hard, especially after the chaos that ensued on Saturday on the bench. There's a bit of drama there, but Perth do seem to be united tonight, and that ball ends up with Alagoda. Nagendran. De Philippus on for Inter for his first minutes of the game, I believe. And Saeed tried to get something on that, couldn't. And now a chance on the counter for Choksi. Out to Kredowitz. De Pauli, Alamov, just out of his reach, couldn't quite control it. Ends up with De Philippus, back to Nagendran. Alagoda. Saeed's got all sorts of space, and now he'll receive it. He can take off. Tried to find Nagendran, but I think the ball just went out before he could get a boot to it.
Little slip here from Perth United, and he's under all sorts of pressure. Eventually, he's forced to clear the ball out. Alagoda slips. Saeed picks it up. Plays it to Nagandra. Alagoda swings it to Saeed. De Philippus. Chip ball over the top, but it falls straight in the hands. Alagoda. Nagandra now. Alagoda chips it over, but gets dispossessed. by Almov. Bit of a collision here, but it'll be into ball side.
So be brought in now by De Philippus for Inter, and they've got to bounce back, and they need to bounce back soon. They don't want to concede another one. Ball goes through to Nagendran. Chance for Alagoda, and it looks like he just couldn't quite get to that. It's going to be brought back in by United here. Bickmore Smith to take. Long ball, touch there by Saeed, gets ahead. Shot. Pounces onto it, goes back to Kredowitz. Through to Choksy. Now all the way back to Chok. Chok and Choksy combining a few times there. Alamov. Under pressure there by Nagendran. Now a chance for United. 2-on-1. Choksy. Big chance and massive opportunity goes begging. Alamov had Chok at the back post and they couldn't connect. And that would have been 2-0. Massive opportunity goes begging to go up by 2.
Mike, move the ball here.
But Inter are under the pump. There's a long ball by Alagoda. Ends up with Bickmore Smith, who goes long straight over the head of everyone. Be brought in now as Houston's about to come on in just a moment for Inter, and it'll be taken in goals, and Inter look to build. Saeed under pressure. Kennedy, great high press. Alagoda pounces onto it and he can take off. Off to De Philippus. Reynolds now on as well for Inter. And United have come out after 2 games where they really struggled, but they've looked good tonight. Chok does well. Calls for a handball, not rewarded. Kennedy under pressure from Alagoda. Chok goes long, calls for another handball. Might have been a foul or a handball, one of the 2. But it will be a United ball in favour of Jan Chok.
Go higher. Go ahead of Nish.
Chok plays it, but it's intercepted by Zeba. Chok again. Plays it to Krebs. But he takes a heavy touch and the ball will be retrieved back to Gobies. Jahel tries a little chip ball.
Gabe up, quicker, Gabe.
Neither team really getting much control over the ball in this game. It's end to end here. Reynolds, 17-year-old who's been brought up a bit through their under-20s, now playing MSL. Houston plays it to Jahel. Tries to take him on, but Correa gets it. And it'll be interside ball around the halfway line. Jahel plays it to Houston, into looking a bit dangerous here. He shoots, and it's a good save by Bickmore Smith. Corner now for Inter. Jahel with the shot, and it's blocked by Jock.
And that ball goes out into touch. It will be still an Inter ball. It'll be taken here by Reynolds. Reynolds to Jahel. Goes to Houston. We've got Zeba on now, out to his left. Goes to Jahel instead. Shot blocked. And that ball goes out.
Boys, it's better.
Here's a chance on the turnover. Foul will be called on Jahel. Card will be given, and that's a yellow. No complaints there from Amar Jahel. Probably at least saving a big opportunity, one-on-one with the keeper. And it will be an inter ball. In fact, a United ball. Santa Banas to take. Reynolds gets a boot on that. It'll be a side ball for United, and they've got momentum. There's a chance. Santa Banas, shot blocked. Houston, Reynolds. And this does have a bit of a feel about it that Arkham Eagles game did have. That's a brilliant ball by Houston. Zeba couldn't control it. Shot, keeps it in, does well to get it to Kennedy. Kennedy, brilliant ball through. Now all sorts of space, but Valencia wastes it. And like I said, Arkham Eagles went up early in that game. And it's gone in! The throw's gone all the way in. Did anyone touch it?
That's definitely a touch. 100%.
And it looks like the call is that nobody has touched it off the keeper throw. And a bit of discussion will ensue here. I don't know what the call will be.
Spencer, you dropped it twice.
A bit of discussion going on here between referee Gab and referee Tyner Campos. The ball went long from the keeper and went straight through everyone. The question is, was it touched? It's not the goal they'd be wanting to concede if you're United.
Right hand, left
A bit of sloppy defending. And it's no goal. It'll be a keeper's ball.
Head up, head up.
You can watch the replay and decide for yourself. But no goal given. That long ball over everyone. To be taken now by Inter. Reynolds. Syed through the middle. Houston under pressure, and United, they needed that first goal because it's given them a bit of confidence. And they're playing with heart. Syed, Jahel with a shot blocked, and now a chance for United to build again. Long ball, and that goes out.
Amar, come in here.
Side ball being taken here by Houston. And you feel that call could really impact the game here. Whether it was right or not, I can't really tell from the commentary box. But we have seen similar calls being given in an Inter game on a Monday night. It's long ball here, intercepted by Zeba. Houston now opts to reset. Switches it to Zeba. Inter just moving the ball up here slowly. Hamadi now. Reynolds. Houston now in a dangerous position with a shot. Saved by Bickmore Smith.
That shot before, it's one of those decisions where it could go either way, and it's normally whatever the first ref calls, they can't really change it. But you see Beckham Zeba coming off to the bench, saying he got a massive touch on it, so a bit of controversy, but Inter just have to reset.
Jahel. Fake shots, then shoots. Jahel always dangerous from that position, but now it's into Perth United on the counter. Shot a metre wide. As Jahel brings the ball up.
Yes, forward. This.
Hamadi, always dangerous in a one-on-one position. Gives it to Jahel. Hamadi, fake shot. Ball rolls. And loses the ball. And now Perth United, but Gervais intercepts it well.
Beat him.
and has hit a spectator in the crowd.
Be taken now by Chock to bring it in from the sideline. He has Santa Banez. Instead, he goes to DePauli. DePauli uses Alamov. Chock. This is some good movement if it stays in for Alamov. It does, but now he loses it. Alagoda. Jahel. Down the line. Gets it on the left. What a finish by Amar Jahel. Unbelievable. Took his man on. Absolutely hammered it into the top corner on that left boot. Straight past Bickmore Smith. And just like that, Inter tie the game up. And you see on the replay, bang, puts it away. And United will now look to respond. They had a lead for a good portion of that first half, but with a side like Inter, you know they're always going to bounce back. That ball, can he get to Kredowitz? It does, he got a boot to it. This is some great pressure by DePauli. Still going DePauli. Wins it. Got about 3 to beat. He will do well to just win possession on the sideline here. And he goes into the sideline, into the chairs, but nothing called, and that'll be an Inter ball. Now Alagoda. Alagoda has all sorts of space. He will take his time. He'll go to Hamadi. Alagoda again. He's got Azimi. Will he go that way? He'll go to Houston instead. But Alamov, he probably should have left that for the keeper there, but
Yes, great idea.
took safety first option and cleared it away. And it'll be a corner for Alagoda. Straight to the keeper. That was a bit of a waste. Ends up now with Kennedy. Kennedy to Alamov. Alagoda gets back to mop up the mess. Long ball here. Ends up straight back with Bickmore Smith, who keeps it in. Goes to Kennedy.
Come here, jump, go!
That's brilliant by DePauli. It's good to have him back as well from United. I haven't seen him for quite a while either. Lucas DePauli, Alamov, Kennedy, Kredowitz. He's got speed. Gets it out to DePauli. Kennedy again. And that ball from Phil Alamov couldn't quite stay in. It'd be taken by Azimi. In fact, Hamadi likely to take. He'll leave it for Azimi. Here's Houston. Through to Alagoda, back to Houston. Hamadi, nice little feint. Now out to Alagoda. He's got Azimi presenting, but he'll take the shot himself, Alagoda. Great left to right bend on it, but straight into Bickmore's grasp. Now, United. This is promising. They'll have to go back though after some good Inter pressure, and Inter win the ball back. And that'll be taken in goals with just about 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half of this Monday night game. I believe it was 2-1 the deficit that Inter faced for a large portion of that last Monday night game, and then 30 seconds, 2 goals to win it. There's a turnover. Alamov just can't get it through to Kredowitz. Alagoda, Houston, they're under pressure here, Inter. Can they find a way through? Alagoda, Hamadi.
Well done.
Still going Hamadi. He'll go back, but makes Azimi work for it. He'll go down the line. That is brilliant by Azimi. In comes DePauli with a challenge. And the foul called, I don't know if it was on the DePauli challenge or on the push on the run of Azimi. But it will be an Inter ball with a good opportunity here.
Good dummy from Amadis De Philippus. And ball is ultimately lost. Houston tries to intercept. Plays it to De Philippus. Back to Houston. Saeed in the middle. And the ball is just blocked by Almarov. Houston plays it in, but no one's at the back post. The Powley switches it. Krebs drives through the middle. Takes on another. Choxy. Hamadis wins it. Many men down. And that is a good statement by the referee, telling both teams to stop yelling, as there's been a bit of biff in the last few minutes here.
There has been a bit of biff. A number of physical challenges. And the referee trying to camp us has had enough of the screaming from either end. And it'll just be a moment before Inter get things back underway here. So pretty strong lineup on here for Inter, as well as United. I'd mentioned they'd struggled earlier in 2026, United, but they've got a much stronger lineup here tonight with the return of Kredowitz and the Powley. So that has corresponded with an improvement on the court.
Where's your microphone?
Just there.
Oh.
No, he's getting the towel.
And here's a chance at Chock. We're back underway here. Chock with a big shot, and that goes high. And this will be taken in goals now by Inter. Hamadi. Under pressure there. Handball might be called there. It looks like not going to be given against Chock. Ball goes out to be taken by Hamadi. De Philippus. Sayed. Nagendran playing in that target position. De Philippus has time. Kredowitz cuts that time out pretty quickly. De Philippus wins it back. Hamadi. Sayed. Bickmore Smith goes long. Kredowitz, can he get there? He can't. Well done by Hamadi, cutting off the angle. And that'll be back in favour of Inter here in goals. Sayed, Nagendran. Sayed and Nagendran combine again. Shot. Alamov. Choxy, Kredowitz. They're slowly getting pushed back here. Kredowitz goes long. DePauli can't get there. Out of his reach. That's a great long ball. Finding Hamadi brilliantly. Kennedy, though, wins it back with a great challenge in defence. Still under pressure, though, by Hamadi. That's dangerous. Turnover. Goal by Nagendran. I mentioned about Kennedy playing brilliantly on that defensive challenge, but ended up turning it over. And what a great right boot that Nagendran got to it and put it away. Will be taken now by United, and they will need to bounce back. That's a crucial turnover and not what they needed. That ball gets through to Kennedy now, who will be eager to respond. Straight up in the air, doesn't hit anything somehow. Last will be off the Philippus there. Taken by United. And now just a bit of conversation between Lukman Saeed as well as Kennedy as tensions are boiling over.
Hey, someone marks back. Lookman, let him talk. Look, we just played. I'll stop talking. Hey, he wants the long ball. Hey, he wants the ball to the target. Wants the ball to the target straight away.
Pull there by the Philippines just to get play underway, and talking will stop. And play is underway now, and there is no more talking. 2-1 the lead. That's a long ball, dangerous. Zeba there. Last touch will be off Choxy, but well done in goals. And they've been so strong to stay in this game, United, early, and they need to bounce back from that crucial error. Long ball, that goes out into touch, and it'll be taken here by Inter. And will it be Zeba or Saeed to take here?
Yes, well done, Lookman. Good run.
Intercepted by Bickmore Smith here. Had to get a touch on that ball.
Mikey, far post. Mikey, go far post.
Zeba plays it to Saeed. Plays it in the middle to Philippus.
Coming.
Houston
Mikey, pull back. Mikey,
switches it.
Lookman.
Saeed's open on the other wing and he can't get it to him. Kennedy plays it in to Chock. Tries to go around the keeper, but fails.
Gabe, Mikey, come in.
Houston plays it to the middle.
Turn.
Reynolds. Zeba with the long ball, but nothing comes from it. Reynolds slips. Ball into Chock.
Been a pretty even game so far. Obviously, Perth United have also missed a few opportunities, like just that chance there with Chock. Could have finished it, but couldn't quite control it. But Inter have made the most of that opportunity there to take that lead, and they have controlled. Inter are a very good team at controlling the possession, and they've done that just enough here tonight. And a foul will be called there. Chock goes down. Zeba called for the foul, and he's not happy with it. Here's a chance now for United to build. Just under 60 seconds remaining in the first half. Houston gets the intercept here, gives it to Zeba. Down the line, nice flick by Reynolds. Not the worst idea, but couldn't find his target. Valencia, can you get a shot off? He can, but wide.
Just make sure when that ball's there, you're not.
And that'll now be taken by Inter. Alagoda, Reynolds. Now there's some space on the counter. Nice work by Alagoda, finding Houston. Alagoda again, back to Houston. Might go to Reynolds here, he does. Good ball into Zeba, this is a nice build-up. Zeba, one back by Chock. Uses his body and positioning well. And looks to reset. Bickmore Smith can take off. Choxy loses it. You don't want to lose it when Alagoda's around because he will punish. He wins the ball back, but on this occasion he loses it just out and into touch. Valencia lost there by Chock. He'll be taken by Houston. 11 seconds to go in the first half of futsal here on this Monday night. To get one opportunity, you'd think, to get that lead to 2. Houston, shot block, they'll get a second chance. So only 2 and a bit seconds wiped off the clock on that play. They'll still get another chance. It'll be Houston, you'd think, to receive from Betim Zeba. Houston will take, he'll go for it. That deflection could have gone anywhere. Lagoda lets that go, and 3 seconds, so you'd think that Zeba here will just give it to Alagoda or just have a crack himself. And the call there for Valencia to move back. And they need to reset the clock, you'd think, because the clock went a bit, but it doesn't matter in the end. The shot's gone high, and that will do us for pretty exciting first half of futsal. What do you reckon, Daniel, on what we've just seen?
Perth United got off to a good start, but Inter, with their experience and skill, have managed to take a lead at half-time, but narrowly.
Pretty much, and it'd be good to see if United can bounce back or if Inter will extend as we get underway in the second half. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back with you very shortly.
To John, tries to reset play. To do so, here's Azimi that time. Jahel from range, and Mark Jahel finds the back of the net, makes it 1.
Give it off with a chance for the Condors to get one back. And a chance for the shot. Massive save by Gav Murray. we are back. And the turnover immediately there by Hamadi gives a chance on the counter for United, but Houston gets back strongly on defence. The ball doesn't get through off the boot of Santabanez. Houston on the counter, gets it out to Azimi. Azimi, good ball through and couldn't finish. Reynolds, massive chance, goes begging there, just had to get some sort of connection on that ball, and it would have been a huge chance of finding the back of the net. Here's Houston. Hamadi. Hamadi, good long ball. Azimi, and just too much on it there for Houston. He didn't have the time to compose himself and loses it. Be taken here by Santabanez, as I mentioned a few times, always wearing those bright purple boots. Easy to recognise out there. That ball goes long and couldn't find the target. Out into touch, and it'll be taken by Inter. Here is Azimi. Left nicely by Hamadi. Gives Houston space. Back to Hamadi, who overran it. Now a chance for Kredowitz on the counter. DePauli. Azimi gets back. Nice spin by DePauli. Kredowitz. Santabanez thought about having the shot, I think. Went to Chock instead. That high ball allows Hamadi to get there, but couldn't clear it effectively to prevent a corner being taken here by United. A chance to equalise. That ball deflected, almost could have deflected in. Caught a bit of the side goalpost. And to be taken now again by Lucas DePauli. Santabanez, that looks good. And almost, you could tell off the boot, the connection was there and he kept it down, just hovered wide left. And it'll be taken now by Inter. As they look to build on this lead. Another goal for Inter will make it very tough for United to get back into it. And down goes Hamadi. And did a bit of a back roll and another shot there. That shot by DePauli almost found the left corner. Hamadi is back up and going. Azimi. Hamadi. Gabe Reynolds, who's shown a bit since getting minutes for Inter. Azimi, brilliant turn, beats Santabanez. Can he get it through to Houston? He can. Oh, he's missed the target. He just had to put it out to his right. Couldn't quite get it to him, but a brilliant spin it was. Santabanez took off. They'll reset now. Perth United. Chock. Santabanez back to Chock. Can he keep it in? Ball just went out. Not by much, but the call is that it went out, and the foul will be called against United. The rolling foul as Inter now reset. Here is Ahmad Jahel. Goes to Houston. Houston to Saeed and back to Houston. Reynolds. Saeed. Jahel loses it. And he cleared it there, Santabanez, but if he could have just controlled it, he had about two players either side. But did well enough because it will be a United ball by the looks of it, last coming off Inter, and to be taken by Santabanez.
Krebs here. Krebs and DePauli playing a lot of 1-2s to each other as Chock picks it up. Intercepted by Reynolds. Saeed, Houston. Plays it to Jahel. Reynolds, this is good one-touch passing, and that is a brilliant goal from Inter Perth. Saeed with the goal and the celebration, and Inter take a 2-goal advantage. Brilliant play. Shock now. Can they make something happen here, Perth United? They need to reasonably soon. DePauli, Krebs. This is better ball movement from Perth United. Ball played down the line. Krebs has it. But he resets play. As a shot's fired. Way wide. Nagandra now. To Saeed. Nagandra tries something as DePauli intercepted by Jahel. Jahel in a one-on-one position. But he misplaces his pass and it'll be Perth United's ball again.
It will be, and it'll be Chock to take. Kennedy back on. Out to DePauli. Chock. 3-1 deficit to overcome now for United after scoring that first goal. It's not ideal for them. There's a chance. Oh, they just went big chance by Nagandra, but a big save on Bickmore Smith on that goal line. Crucial. DePauli. And Daniel Ryan now on for Inter Perth. Made his debut on Saturday night and scored a goal as well on debut. So he'll be looking to do more of the same here tonight. Here is Nagandran. Under pressure from Chock. Ball goes out. It's a United ball. Chock through to Kennedy. DePauli. Chock. DePauli. Back to Chock, just out of the reach. That was a nice idea and a nice ball, but just a bit too much on it. Jahel, Daniel Ryan loses it. Alamov might have won it back, has he? And a foul will be called. Alamov not happy with no call being given for holding of the jersey, but he did then connect with the leg of Amar Jahel on the way through. Ryan, Nagandran, Ryan. It's a nice idea, but caught Alamov on the way. Choxy now. Down the line, boot on it there by Nagandran. And it'll be brought in from touch here. 5 minutes into this second half. And a 3-1 lead for Inter. Probably about the scoreline you would have predicted coming into the game. But United are definitely still alive in this. They just need to find a way to get the next one. DePauli, Alamov couldn't find Choxy. Long ball from goal. Nagandran can get a head on it, can he? No. Bickmore Smith cleans it up. DePauli now on the counter. Brilliant little move, beats Ryan. Can he get a shot off? He can, and that might have found the back of the net. If not cleared there by Syed, and the rolling foul will be called on Daniel Ryan. I believe he may have made a bit of contact on the way through with DePauli. And that'll be a corner off of the deflection off Syed, I believe. United now with a chance to get one back. Alamov shot wide and it'll be called back.
Hey, Luca! Luca! Te lo ricordi? Remember, number 3. Number 3, Brody.
Choxy to take. Alamov tried to go back to DePauli, but Alligator intercepts and forces it out. There's still a chance here for United. Kennedy, Choxy, inboard and just wide. Not far off, but United starting to put a bit of pressure on Inter. And Inter need a hold, or just find a way to get one back. Or get another goal to take that lead out. Brilliant by Syed under pressure. Nagandran. Jahel, Syed, Jahel, Now he's got Alagoda. Saeed making the run. Alagoda might go all the way himself on the left, but just wide. Saeed calls for a corner, but no corner given. Back in goals now with Bickmore Smith. DePauli down the line. He did that earlier. What a ball by DePauli. Kennedy loses his footing. He just needed to control it better. Now Jahel tries to get it to Saeed. Does. Overcommitted there by Troxy. Saeed into Jahel. Nice defence by Troxy there. Bickmore grabs it on the second bite. Thinks about going long. Goes short to DePauli. DePauli goes down the line to Alamov. Ran out of real estate, and that is an interball.
Nagandra has it on the side ball. Plays it to Jahel. Jahel fires in a shot, and it's blocked. Intercepted by Alagoda. He takes it round, and that is a lovely toe poke finish into Perth. Makes it 4-1. And potentially ices this game.
Yeah, you could just sense as soon as he got that intercept, he was going to finish it off. Player of his class. And still a lot of time in this game, but you're right. It's going to be a long way back for United now.
Yeah, it will be, especially with a team like Inter. Correa tries a skill move, but it's cleared well by Krebs. And it's another corner for Inter. Alagoda shot way high, almost hitting the roof. And Bickmore Smith will collect. Shoxy now. Plays it to Krebs. Krebs plays it in and misplaces his pass, and it'll be keeper's ball again. Houston now. Plays it in to Nagandra. Back to Houston. Alagoda, Nagandra. Nagandra misplaces his pass. Alamov plays it to Krebs. Intercepted well by Nagandra. He fires it down the line. Tries to play into Houston, and the ball is just intercepted as Perth United look to counter, but then opt to reset. Krebs now. Alagoda opts to double team, and it works well. And play resets. That's a good substitution there as Hamadi comes onto the pitch. Plays it to the Philippus. Gets past, just gets fouled as well, you'd argue. Ref calls play on. Hamadi tries to skill. Houston now has it. Ball intercepted. Houston with the shot. And it's a good save by Bickmore Smith, and it'll be side ball for Inter Perth.
I think the rolling foul will be called now for that. I think it was De Philippus going down, so that brings United to 3 fouls. Shot there by Houston, saved by Bickmore Smith, and had to grab it from the second, and did well enough. There's a long ball, and even if United can't find a way to get points in this game, they don't want to let it blow out, as it has in the last couple instances for them. So they'll be looking to continue to fight for these remaining 12 minutes or so.
Especially with the league situation at the moment, there's a stack of about 7 teams who are close to either relegation or finals contention. So not just wins or any result, but goal difference could be vital come the end of the season.
Yeah, 100%. There's a chance formed here for United. Hamadi gets it back, tries to get it to Houston, does well. Houston now in the centre. Ziba now on for Inter, good ball. Finds the Philippus, cuts it back. And now resets all the way back to Houston, who has a shot himself. Shot goes wide, and he has such a big log jam in the middle of that ladder. All teams fighting for spots in the lower end of the top 6. As Valencia gets a shot off, blocked by De Philippis. Zeba, he has De Philippis out to his left, goes that way. Might cut it back now. Great ball through to Houston. Can Houston get there? Kredowicz just cut that out, and I think really you'd say that Cumbre, Inter, and the Cobras are probably the 3 teams that have probably locked their spot. It'd be unbelievable if they fell out of finals now. But the rest of the ladder is very, very wide open for anyone to jump into. We saw on the weekend the Condors were last on the ladder coming into the week. They won, and that moved them up to 8th. So 4 spots. So United got to keep on pushing. As Choxy, can he get to that one? Looks like a bit of a foul will be called here, I assume, on Zeba. And just must have been the foul over before the ball went long, but not 100% sure. A yellow card given to Alamov must have said something. And it'll be taken now by Santabanez.
Bit of a fiery affair here this second half. Both teams already committed 3 fouls with still over half of the game to play. Could see 10-metre penalties potentially later on.
Yes, 3 fouls each, like you said. With 10 minutes to go, it's always hard, especially in the later end of a half when players get tired to not foul. De Philippis down the line. He has Zeba if he goes that way. Goes that way. Zeba can't control it. It was just a tiny bit behind him. Alamov now under pressure. A foul will be called on Zeba. And that is now 4 fouls on Inter. And Zeba not happy. That ball goes long, and that'll catch Zebra on the way through. De Philippis, Santabanez. And the foul might have been called here on Chock. And that will be 4 fouls for either team. So after 2 fouls in total for the last 30 seconds, both teams are really pushing it late in this game. We'll be getting underway in just a minute. A bit of sweat to be wiped off the court. Won the lead, so Inter will be very happy to not take too many risks in the remaining 10 minutes of futsal here and just try and control a bit of possession, while United will be looking to potentially take a few risks and try and squeeze a couple goals through and get this game back close. And when you have a close game of futsal, you never know what can happen. There's a long ball. Great ball by Zeba, out to Hamadi, behind Houston. De Philippis cleans up. De Philippis will take all the time he needs now. That's a long ball. Can it get to Zeba? It does, he keeps it in. Off of Santabanez to Hamadi, now De Philippis. And that's what I mentioned earlier, they'll be happy to take all the time off the clock they need and just really control the game. Hamadi. Through, turnover, Santabanez. Tries to go down the line, that's not going to work. Houston defends that well, and that's an Inter ball.
Hamadi now.
And that's it, go.
Perth United pushing up a bit more high here. Potentially later on going to start their press. Houston, Zeba dispossessed. De Philippis wins it back. Krebs, Chock. Krebs tries to take it round to Philippis, plays it to Almarov, and Houston blocks the shot. Chock Misplaces his touch. Bickmore Smith just keeps it in. But Hamadi just blows it wide. That could have been that's a real lapse of concentration from Perth United, and they should have played the price.
That play just went from bad to worse. The misread touch and then even the touch just to keep the ball in almost turned into disaster.
Zeba tries to play it to Houston. Houston with the volley. Way wide. Ball in. Hamadi dispossesses. Wants the foul but won't get it. Jock. Azimi dispossesses. Hamadi, one-on-one, tries to squeeze around. Krebs now has it, 2-on-1, but Perth United players are coming. And it's a pass. Houston plays it into Azimi, but Azimi can't connect to the ball. DePaulo, Jock. Houston. Houston chips it over to Zeba. Zeba can't control it and gives a little nudge to Chock. Ref calls play on. This could be a 5th foul here for Inter. With still 7 minutes 30 to play as they misplace yet another pass. And it will be.
So there's the 5th foul, and Zeba was not happy with Chock going down so easily. The foul ends up getting called, a yellow given to Betham Zeba on his way off. And 2 yellows given, oh, it's 1 yellow, but both refs with the same idea, giving Bickmore Smith a yellow. I believe he must have clapped Zeba off or something. You'll see that on the replay, I didn't quite catch that, but 5 fouls now for Inter Perth. So another foul would send them United to the 10-metre penalty line. 2 yellows given. Alamov's received a yellow. Bickmore Smith with a yellow. Zeba has received a yellow.
No, they do.
And now 5 fouls for Inter, with United not far behind on 4. But is this potentially a way for United back in the game? You never know. 2 quick fouls, all of a sudden it's 4-3. You never know. But Inter just have to be careful now for the remaining 7.5 minutes. Houston, can you get it through? They can. They might get a goal immediately. Azimi, Alagota shot blocks. Chock keeps it in, and now he doesn't. It'll be taken by Azimi. And more words here, this time with Santa Banez. In fact, it might have been Chock. I don't know exactly what happened, but referee not happy, and United players also not content. And that shot by Alagota blocked by Bickmore Smith. Houston, ball didn't even get to him. Bit of a waste of a possession there, but still got the 4-1 lead. Santa Banez goes long, turnover. Azimi wins it back. Houston. Now it goes all the way to goals. Alagota, this is good pressure by United. Can they win it back? They can. Chance for DePaulo. What a shot and what a save. And that was the chance they needed to get back in the game. And that so easily could have found the back of the net. DePaulo having an impact. Chock to take. Santa Banez. DePaulo. Nice little back heel all the way to Santa Banez. Can Creditwith keep it in? He will try. He can. And just behind DePaulo. And now a chance on the counter. Azimi, 2-on-1. He has Jahel at the back post. Goes to Jahel. Cleared by Santa Banez. And now a chance for United. Brilliant flick by DePaulo. He's been brilliant. He'll get a shot off DePaulo and save straight to the keeper, that shot. But providing Providing an attacking avenue is Lucas DePaoli here tonight. 6.5 minutes to go, and Santa Banners will take. So we'll have a timeout, in fact. So we will be back with you in just 1 minute, so don't go anywhere.
Long ball here. And Goobs picks it up. Perth United pressing here. Houston plays it to Alagoda. Saeed was through, but the pass is misplaced. Nearly nice footwork from DePaoli. Houston picks it up, and that's a foul. And now both teams have 5 fouls with 6 minutes remaining. As referee Robert Sinclair lets both teams know.
You can just sense this game's there's gonna be fireworks with both teams now in 5 fouls. There's gonna be something go, you'd think. And there's the finish. Ches Houston puts it away, straight past Bickmore Smith. And that shot, I don't really know what happened there. It kind of just went to the near post and caught everyone by surprise. But you'd think if the goal earlier wasn't the dagger, you'd think that's probably the sealer now, and it's forced the 5th man, Jan Chock, to come out.
Well, I don't really know how that ball found its way through, but it's a good shot from Ches Houston, and now in to have a 4-goal cushion, which should be enough. Although let's see if Perth United can conjure up something from this 5th man here. DePaoli, back to Chock. Santi Banez. And the ball resets again. Switch of play here to Krebs. DePaoli plays it. Chock again resets. Kennedy has it. And the pass is misplaced. Saeed, Houston, and the ball's blocked by Chock. And the ref asks for a new ball. Houston, Saeed tried to make something happen, but it'll be a Perth United side ball.
And it's always interesting, even when a game looks like it might be all over, to see the 5th man play and how both teams adjust to that extra man out there. And here will be a chance for Chock, and you'd think both players are going to try and go down fairly easily and try and draw that 10-metre penalty Santabanez, Kennedy. He'll get it through to DePauli. DePauli, Kredowitz tries to go in board to Chop. They wouldn't want to turn it over here. DePauli again, Kennedy gets it to the back post, but just behind Kredowitz. And that's a side ball into his possession. Shot gets off, Bickmore Smith back on. Houston to take from touch, he'll go long. Long ball, Santabanez gets ahead to it, probably didn't need to touch it. Could have just let that go and that would have been a United ball anyway. But bit of a brain fade. And you can see the Perth United bench not too pleased, but he's had his good moments as well, Santabanez. They've been strong, United. They've just lacked on had a few brain lapses, a few moments where Inter have just found their way through. But they've been very competitive, just like this moment right now. Kredowitz takes off, tries to spin, Alagota there. Kredowitz back to DePauli, who might have lost it. Alagota, big save by Bickmore Smith. He'll give it off now to Brian Santabanez. Goes long, wins it back, does he? In comes Alagota. No foul given. Jahel. Houston. Syed, he can have a shot if he wants it. He'll go back to Houston. That goal is into Perth at their best. Absolutely clinical, and you can see that coming from a mile away. 6-1, and I'd mentioned that United have been competitive, but despite all that, 6-1 is not what they would have been hoping for coming in here tonight. And into Perth, only about 9 days ago, they had 3 red cards and the loss of Dan Formato, and since that moment, they've really come out and gone bang, bang, and shown that they are a powerhouse of the league for a reason. And 6-1 now the lead.
Well, that should completely wrap up the game. And this isn't good for Perth United as they're already in the relegation zone. I'm pretty sure they still have a game in hand against Arkham Eagles, but they need to have a strong finish to the season to avoid relegation, and potentially how well they could go. They could even make finals with how close the league is, but we'll see what happens. Shock to Powley. This is better fifth man movement from Perth United. Can they make something of it? Shock. Jahel dispossesses, fake shots, shoots on his opposite, and that is a brilliant finish from Jahel. Wow, that is special. As he looks to hobble off, hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Yeah, it is brilliant. They're never easy to finish those shots from halfway, and he almost went down as he kicked it and on the outside of his left boot. Not sure if he's a left footer, but he's managed to put it away.
Kennedy now. To Powley. Shoxy. Shot way wide. And Gabe Reynolds looks to come back on. Maybe he can get some more minutes of experience as the long throw goes to him. Tries to flick it over, but it's just stopped. Shoxy now. Resets it. Back to DePauli. Tries to play it through, but Shoxy overcooks his run. And it'll be into Perth ball yet again. DePhilippus. Hamadi. Plays it through to Houston. Shoots. And it's a good save by Bickmore Smith, but it's a beautiful follow-up from Gabe Reynolds. And it's now 8 goals for Inter Perth and about 4 in quick succession. This is a huge statement result from them, especially still missing Devin Rendell, and I'm pretty sure a couple of other players, including Dan Formato.
And you do have to feel as well for United, they were so competitive for such a long portion of this game. They've come out this season with a really strong start, and it's really fallen apart over the last 3 weeks with now 3 convincing defeats, but there's still a lot of time left in the season to bounce back. It just hasn't gone their way to start the calendar year, but like we said, very tight season, and a few big wins can bring them back into finals contention. No foul call. That would have been a 10-metre penalty. Valencia off to Choksi. Alamov back to Choksi. I think they went through Hamadi's legs. Now they've got a bit of a young lineup on to Inter, and they've got the luxury when you're up by 7 goals. You can play Gabe Reynolds and Dan Ryan on at the same time and give them that experience. And Reynolds scored this week just a moment ago. Ryan scoring on Saturday evening. It may have been Friday evening, but this weekend he definitely scored one, and that was the first goal. I think it was Friday night, in fact. First goal of his career. Gabe Reynolds has just gone bang as well. That's a long ball, turnover. Alamov on the counter, has a shot himself. Saved in goals. Long ball, Reynolds is there again. Can he get 2? Gets a brilliant touch out to Hamadi. Back to Reynolds. Does it get to him? Almost to Ryan. And Hamadi lets that roll out. Big chance. Thwarted off there by United. Reynolds cuts it inside. Out to the Philippus. Hamadi goes down. No foul called. Long ball by Valencia. That'll be a United ball again with a minute and a half to go. And the result is obviously gone, but still want to play the game out till that last second and see what plays you can build. Goal difference is also, as we've mentioned, such a critical factor as well. Ryan, under pressure from Chock, gives it to Reynolds. The 2 young guns combining in the backcourt. Turnover now, Choksi, Valencia. Still moving at Valencia, under pressure from De Philippus, gets a boot in there. He might have won it back. Valencia still, turnover, Choksi gets a boot. Valencia, shot off and saved at the near post. And now De Philippus, and it'll be good to see, do they still have that intent to score another one, Inter, or will they try and take the foot off the gas? Looks like they want another one. Ryan with a brilliant move, beating Valencia. Shot saved there by Bickmore Smith. But Ryan wins a corner for Inter, and he will take the corner himself. He has Hamadi, Reynolds, and De Philippus to choose from. Goes to Hamadi, nice little cut, beats Valencia. Shot saved at that near post, and another corner for Inter.
Ryan plays it in again to Hamadi, tries to backheel it, but it's intercepted by Choksi. And now Perth United are on the break. Ball played into Valencia, but Hamadi recovers well from his previous mistake. Valencia, Almarov shoots, shot blocked, and Hamadi did not like the feel of that one. Almarov, bit of a slip there from De Philippus. Choksi now, intercepted by Ryan, who tries to hold the ball up, gets through well. That is nice move. That's a nice move. As Hamadi has it in a 2-on-1, ball intercepted by Valencia. End to end here, as Valencia boots it way high. 9 seconds left as Goove sends it long. Hamadi controls, plays it back post. Ryan finds the net. And it's a 9th goal for Inter Perth, who have turned it into a blowout despite Perth United's good start to this game. The 2 young boys from Inter Perth completing the finishing touches on this game, which would please coach Greg Farrell. Chock chooses to shoot, and it'll be a side ball with a 1.5 seconds left. Can they get a consolation here, or will they just roll it out? Chock shoots, and it's blocked yet again by Hamadi. And it's a 9-1 finish here for Inter, who maintain in touching distance with Rockingham, Cambio, Cumbre for that top spot, and make a big statement to the league that despite missing a lot of players, they can still fight and win well against teams. I've been Daniel Scambaluri, and this has been Pizzuto, and that's the end of this Monday night coverage. Thank you for listening.